to my beautiful friends out there. I'm Hannah, aka Introvert42. I hope you're all having a great day today. If you're not already, please hit that subscribe button so you can always get notified when new videos are up. But anyways, today we are going to be ranking my personal top 5 favorite killers to go against as Survivor. I've been taking a few weeks to, think this over and think about my list of my top 5. I finally figured it out. And of course, I would always love to hear your guys' thoughts or opinions. You can comment down below who your favorite killer to play against is. I always love to hear that input as well. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. I know this will sound crazy or weird to some of you, but I really, really enjoy playing against the Dredge. Whether I'm playing solo queue or playing Swift with my friends, I personally don't find Nightfall to be that bad. It definitely makes it harder to see, but I enjoy the challenge it brings. Also, because of how the Dredge's power works, I find it really useful to only lock one locker, especially when there's another locker beside it, instead of just locking every locker I see like some survivors do, just because of a neat trick I had figured out from watching other content creators like Otts and Dowsy. So basically, the Dredge automatically teleports to whatever locker was locked, rather than the unlocked one. So it's like kind of quite of a hassle for the Dredge, but also a great way of giving, yourself and other survivors that extra few seconds to get away from the locker that he's coming out of. And then just to put a little bit more thought into Nightfall, like it does make your screen darker, of course. It makes it very black and dark to see what's around you. But at the same time, you can see your other survivors with that like white outline, so you can see them really far. And then with this new update they have coming out, they actually made it so you can see the survivors even farther. So I don't know, I just feel like personally I would place the Dredge as number 1 for who I enjoy playing against as Survivor. I've never ever had a bad match playing against the Dredge. Seriously. Like, I either face someone who's really good and deserves that fucking 4K, or I go against a Dredge who's, just trying out his power, getting to learn the killer, and it's really fun, and I enjoy Nightfall. Like, the eerie sounds it makes of, like, people crying and screaming, it's really creepy, and I freaking love it for that. Alright, so moving on. Now, the second killer I enjoy playing against is the Hillbilly. Again, it sounds weird saying this, but to be honest, I'd rather go against a Billy than a Bubba. Most matches I have played with Billy are always fun. Sometimes you'll get the Hillbilly who revs his chainsaw and sprints across the map in trying to find survivors. Or you'll have the Billy who uses his chainsaw during chase to try and get that one hit and down you. And I love all the possibilities to showcase your personal skill or whatever you want to say as Survivor, like being able to not get hit with it. It's so fun to me. And again, both of them are fun in their own ways. And then I also really enjoy his music, whether it's his like terror radius normally or while he's chasing you. Like, I often wish Bubba had his own unique music. Maybe that's why he's not my number 2. Or maybe it's because Basement Bubba has become too prevalent nowadays. Now, I don't really have much more to say about Billy, other than that most of the time I play against him, he does have Tinkerer, or, something similar, so there's a few jump scares here and there. But yeah, Billy or Hillbilly is my number 2. Okay, now for the third killer, it's kind of surprising, but I actually enjoy playing against the Trapper. I can say for majority of my time playing this game, about a year or so, I have encountered a lot of trappers. Some matches can be exciting and super rewarding, like for example, when you face a trapper with your Swift. It's so easy to make mental notes about where certain traps are and how easy it is to communicate that to your other survivors. Another example would be playing Swift and going against a basement trapper. Let's say, for example, where he's trapped the killer shack to the point where it feels nearly impossible to successfully unhook and escape the basement. But man, when I tell you, nothing feels more rewarding and thrilling, to me at least, than when your Swift can successfully attempt that rescue. So, like you and your buddies closing the traps, running to get the save while taking hits and being the protector from the trapper. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I love that rewarding feeling after a successful basement save. Oh, yeah. And another quick thing I wanted to mention was how random my opponent's skill level is while I go up against the trapper. Because, he's the first killer of the game, one match I'll play against a really smart and solid killer or trapper who knows how to set up the map to really get use of his traps, or I'll play against the complete opposite, a brand new baby killer who just started and only has unnerving presence as a perk. So it's either a really good trapper or a really bad trapper. There's kind of never really an in between. But yeah, number 3 spot goes to the trapper. Now, number 4 spot is going to my man Ghosty, aka the Ghostface. I don't know why they added the Ghostface, it should be just Ghostface, but whatever. So when it comes to stealth killers, I genuinely prefer to play against them over regular killers. With Dead by Daylight being a horror, in air quote, game, it brings much more of that spooky jump scare vibe that I like, and I feel Ghostface does that the most. Nothing can get your heart beating Nothing can get your heart beating faster like you working on a generator and being completely unaware that Ghostface is actively marking you. Then boom, all of a sudden you're exposed and he's on your ass. Now, of course, it depends on how the killer decides to play with Ghostface. Some are better at hiding and getting the marks done, and some I've played against rarely use it. If they do, it's while in chase to kind of throw off the survivor thinking they left chase. Either way, I do think it is very fun and can be spooky with the right player. Also, plus, Ghostface has the best Amori in my opinion. Just that little selfie, it's fucking cute as hell. And he can teabag survivors back, which is a really funny BM when you do get that. Now, on to the 5th and final spot, the most important. For my favorite killers to play against, I'm going to give it to the Huntress. Now, this was by far the hardest choice to make. There's so many different factors to put into perspective, but I've settled, and it's definitely the Huntress. Now, the Huntress, can chuck hatchets at you. That's her power. It sounds simple because it is. I love hearing her terror radius because it's so big that you really have to pay attention to your surroundings. You could think she's like halfway across the map, but on reality, she's only 20 meters ahead of you. You just can't see her with your eyes. And then the Huntress has the power to put pressure on survivors from longer ranges. Like, I've seen so many amazing shots that have hit me or others that I've played with. I also believe the Huntress is a pretty fair and balanced killer. I don't know, I might regret saying that. But she moves slower than other killers, so if you're being chased and she doesn't try to use her hatchets actively, you can make quite a bit of distance and extend the chase. And also, because of her slower moving speed, she has a long range power, of course, so she can throw hatchets across the map if she really wanted to. And also, I'm kind of biased because my boyfriend really enjoys playing the Huntress, and I love absolutely love looking over and seeing his satisfaction and the smile on his face when he gets a hit from far with the Huntress. But overall, she is the last and but overall, she is the last killer I enjoy going against. Everyone else I either do not like going against, or I don't see the killer enough to have a solid opinion. We can definitely save that for another video, though. Now, I'm going to end this video here, and I just wanted to thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Who is your favorite killer to play against? I also wanted to quickly mention I stream on Twitch as well. You can head over there to watch me play Dead by Daylight twice a week. That is twitch.tv/introvert42. # shameless plug. Peace out, guys.